No, hey, what's up? This is Marlon Wayans, and you behind the scenes with my Rolling Now cover shoot. You said, well, I put that pressure on them. I said, that cover shoot? Yes, the cover shoot. Yeah, I was smart, so I would get all A's and a U in behavior.
And then everybody else of it was not smart.
And my daddy used to whoop me for getting the U in behavior. Oh, so you agree with my daddy?
I'm saying, I still did not get it.
Only nigga with a lot of shoes can wear no socks. You got about 3 days with no socks and your feet start stinking. I have 1,000 pair of shoes. I never smell those days.
Alright, so I want you to be yourself. There you go.
I was fine until you said GQ. I think so much has transpired since my first role in I'ma Get You Sucker. That was me in my infancy stage. And I think that was the audience. You know, you're talking about 1985. Audience was different. We was coming out the 70s, which was wild times. You know, it was free love and experimental drugs and wildness, and it was starting to contract because AIDS just hit and sexuality was on its boom and people were starting to accept. So you're talking about now we're in such a conservative time, and over that time as an artist, I got to poke fun at so many different things, from pop culture to race to you know, to drugs to just the culture. And now we're at a place where everybody is so contracted because of social media. People don't know what to think, what to feel. We're being programmed what to think and what to feel. All freedom is gone because we're slaves to our phone. We're slaves to social media, and we are not social. See, society, we used to be what was social because we used to socialize. We don't anymore. Everything is in a phone. So we're being told what we say and not say. And I think for me as an artist, I'm probably the loudest that I've ever been because I'm at a point in my life still in my infancy. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about, but yeah, I'm all that. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and y'all gonna feel how you gonna feel. And most of the times what you realize is it's not the people that have constricted and have become conservative. It's the media and the social media that is informing the people what they need to be. Cancel culture is not real. Cancel culture is it's as much propaganda as people who either are gonna get vaccinated or not vaccinated, or, you know what I mean? It's like everything is at this point, it's so divisive. And you just gotta choose what side you're on. I'm always gonna be on the side of truth, transparency, love, and not giving a f. I think we should, say how you feel and feel how you say. Don't be ignorant about it and don't be offensive, but you can still feel and have an opinion and be proud of who you are and where you come from, because we're all evolving, we're all changing. It's not where you started in life, it's where you end. So let's all enjoy each other's journeys and just embrace whatever truths that they're at. I like when friends are from different places. Growing up, I had white friends, Hispanic friends that didn't understand what it was like to be black in America. And I didn't understand what it was to be white, what it was to be privileged. And I didn't understand what it was like to be Hispanic, where you're neither black or white, you're an immigrant in this country, and you are trying to find your place. It's good that we're different. It's good to learn. We are not robots that should all have the same opinions. I'm sorry, I don't know what planet people want to live on, but that's not the earth I come from, and that's not the one I'm gonna live on. So I feel like as an artist, the well is so deep for me to explore, like I always have. You know what I mean? I know how to tell a joke. Wayans, we've been telling jokes in Living Color. All we did was make fun of every culture. And that was everybody on our block. And that was some of the people in our family. But we're equal opportunity offenders. We make fun of black people, white people, Hispanic people, Asian people, handicapped people. That's what we do. But we know how to tell a joke in a way You know why white chicks, these conservatives been called, not conservatives, the conservatives been calling to make us apologize for white chicks for so long. And they could suck a big rotten dick. No, why? Because I'm not apologizing for a good joke. See, you can't compare Watermelon Man or any of these movies to a movie like White Chicks. Why? Because it's offensive and black people didn't find that shit funny, right? So therefore, we ain't gonna like it. We ain't gonna smile about it. A good joke, the people you're making fun of laugh the loudest. You know who's the biggest audience for White Chicks? White chicks. So therefore, suck it down to the stink part. I'm not apologizing. F tweets. The shit was hilarious, and I'm gonna do a sequel. I'm not, it's too much work, but listen, I'm not. But you get what I'm saying?
Hey, it's Crystal Jordan, and I'm here at Center Stage in Atlanta, Georgia. Super excited because tonight, Marlon Wayans is returning to comedy, and the cameras are here, so we get a chance to see all of that. We've been celebrating Marlon all week with this rolling out cover, but tonight, we're here for his comedy return. Center Stage, Atlanta, Georgia. It's all about God Loves Me with Marlon Wayans.
You can cancel people for what they do in their personal life that is criminal. That's stuff you can cancel people for. You can't cancel me for a joke. You can't cancel me for a project. You can't cancel me for an opinion. And if you do, you wasn't my fan to begin with. So therefore, I'm not concerned with you. My audience, if I do a show and I make 989 people laugh out of 1,000, and 11 don't laugh. Well, those are 11 sensitive ass people, and I hope that on the next one you could join us. But I'm not gonna change that joke. Now, if I tell a joke and 989 people walk out and 11 people sit there and stay, I may want to tweak that. It's offensive. So I think my constituents, colleagues, and peers, we're not succumbing to any of these, to the cancel culture, because it's our job in these times as artists, and I don't care if it's a comedian, a singer, a rapper, I don't care what you are, a writer, a producer, we have a job in terms of the preservation and the evolution of society. That is our job, is to push the envelope, to make people think, to make people feel, you know, to spark revolution, to change, and not in the violent way, but in the artistically violent way, to be that brave to say this because nobody else is. And I'm going to live there as an artist, and I will always live there. And if I'm ever canceled, I don't give a f. Whatever audience I got, that's who I'm making my art form for. If I got 11 people in the audience, that's fine with me. As long as they real and I can say what I want to say, and they with me, that's called a faithful audience. So I'm with that. I'm not after the 1 or 2 people that walk out of my show. Bye, hope you get home safe. I think I needed it. I think we all needed it. I personally needed it. I was losing my mind. I lost my mama. I was lost. And I lost my smile. I lost my joy. And I lost 38 people that I love. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I need to go make people laugh and remember that life is fun and that bad things can happen to you. And there's still a smile out there for you. Losing my mom, you know, my last show before I started doing this one was all about my mother. And it really helped me heal because it wasn't about her being gone. It was a celebration of her being the gift in my life to, she was my smile. So like that reminded me that, you know, she's never gone. She's right here with me. That's why there's that empty seat. I hear her more now than I used to. And, you know, I think we all need that. We all need a smile. And that's my job. My job It's like a fireman not being able to go out and fight fires. That's his joy. That's what he loves to do. He loves to rescue people in those hot situations and put his life on the line. That's what he was raised to do. That's what he dreamt. Believe it or not, people dream to do that type of stuff. I dreamt to do this. I am an angel and a deliverer of smiles. And so therefore I have to make sure that I take care of my smile, because my genuine smile helps other people genuinely smile. And when I'm gone, I will have all these great projects that I've done to remind them, I don't care how bad your day is, to smile. And I've done that. And that's why I'm so desperate on screen. People, he overacting, he over the top. He do anything for a laugh. Yeah, you're damn right. I will do anything to make you smile. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that's my job. I think I was raised in love in this industry. My brother created, a work environment for me that was safe and taught me so much and taught so many so much. Keenan was a great teacher. And I just took that baton and I followed what he started, which is, not every environment in Hollywood has to be toxic, that it can be a safe place. I got 5 sisters, a mother I adore, a daughter I love, and I want them to feel safe. Like we can laugh, we can have a good time, and especially beautiful women. Women are beautiful, but that shouldn't be the only thing that a man supports or chases or fuels. It's like, great, yeah, you are beautiful. Great, wonderful buttocks. But what about this talent though? What about that writing? What about this? Yeah, you're gonna have that. And do that, go to the gym, go be your best you. I don't want even you to remember that you got that. Go work on your writing, go work on your producing, go work on your art, go work on your person. You know what I mean? Like my friends, I could do a karaoke weekend and we just have nothing but a good time. It's not like a toxic, crazy environment. I don't surround myself with like bad people. And when I do, my good people be like, that person gotta go. I just think it's how you raise, and I love and adore my mother. And so I make it a point to at least honor women in that way, because I know what my mother would tell me is appropriate or inappropriate behavior. And so I don't have to second guess or question. I've been so good, and my friends love me so much, beyond Essence and Brescia, who I nurture them, they're on my set. I tell Brescia, I'll sit her in my kitchen and talk to her soul like, you ain't doing enough. You better than that. No, because you are that bride. You are that woman. You are that next. You are the Beyonce of comedy. I need you to do the work. Essence, you need to do more than just act. You will do amazing actress, amazing. But what about your writing? What about your producing? What about that part? You know what I mean? When they going through relationship stuff, I'm their brother. Talk to me. They lose their daddy or their mama, I'm there with a hug. I'm there with flowers. I'm there with the best cognac. What you drinking, sis? What you doing? And they're there for me. It was one of my birthdays. I lost my mother, and I just had a breakup. And I went to my house, it was full of balloons. I like crabs, so they had a crab dinner for me. And it was, my sisters, Essence and Brescia did that for me. And that, you take care of people and people take care of you. I love those girls, you know what I mean? And many women, I love women. Rolling out, bang, bang, let's get it. It's gonna be great. I think we are all so proud to see the evolution and where it's at, because when we first started, and when my brother first started, it was like nobody do. It was Eddie Murphy. And I paused because he was the only one. At that time, it was one Negro at a time. And then my brother, Robert Townsend, Spike Lee, along with Eddie, kicked open doors. Not just as talent, but as writers, producers, directors, visionaries that brought you television shows. And those brothers were trailblazers. And I'm of that cloth and that generation. So I take pride in helping the next generation. I take pride in trying to find the next guys like me. I take pride in trying to, you know, on my sets, I look at my sets and these guys are so dope that it wasn't even about the project they was bringing the world, that they would look at the set and be like, nah, there's not enough black people represented on this set. There's not enough black craft service people. There's not enough black grips. There's not enough black ADs. This is what we did to populate a set. They don't, and for us now, we're so proud to see it. But the only concern is, I think that this generation don't do enough studying to know where it came from, because you got to pay it forward. You got to go grab those, and you got to celebrate those that the giants whose shoulders you stood on. They should be first out your mouth. We live in a world full of false prophets. All these young people talking about, I'm this, I'm that. You ain't shit. Because first and foremost, there's God before you. And then all those that came before you. If we don't pay homage to those people that really did it for us, we wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for them. And what's so dope about that generation, especially like my brother and Robert Townsend and those guys, they look at the generation before and will be the first to tell you, nah, don't talk about Stepin Fetchit in that way. He was one of the first black millionaires. He was extremely educated, had many cars. If it wasn't for him doing what he was doing, we wouldn't have the opportunity to do what we do. So who are we? White people tell you to call them coons and buffoons. But meanwhile, when they have Charlie Chaplin, when they have Buster Keaton, when they have their, who's the other one? Lauren Hardy, they can have theirs and those are geniuses. But we look at ours as coons and buffoons. We have to stop this shit. It's us. We have to stop looking at our history like there's something wrong with it. It's our history, and there's an evolution. So be proud where you started, because that's the foundation, and we growing from there. Now we can look back with pride at the evolution. Do we look at mankind walking like this and go, look at them walking like, we was walking like monkeys, and I'm ashamed of that. Now that we're walking erect, now that's our journey. It's good to know where you started, and because, you know, where we've evolved to is special. But it's only special if we can really look back to where we started and embrace that. But schools have taught us to feel bad about slavery when it's something that we couldn't help. You act like we could have avoided that. Like, let's go back to the first dude that got capped. Let's go back to the business itself. So let's really talk about it. There's nothing you could do except go, all right, let's break out of this. Let's get better. And then let me not feel bad about what I was. Because those people are a lot stronger than we give them credit for. You ever see it in school, like, I can't believe they sat and I watched Roots the first time. I was like, come on, man. How you gonna let smack him, hit him with the chain, choke him out? I literally was like, yo, all of them should whisper to each other, yo, let's jump these white people. I used to hate Roots. I used to talk to the screen. But in reality, when you're dealing with guns and you're dealing with manipulation and you're dealing with captivity and you're dealing with torture and you're dealing with all these things, everybody wants to say what they would have done and how weak those people were. But if it wasn't for them, your ass wouldn't have been born. You wouldn't be here. So how dare you look at them like you could have did better? So let's wait. Where are you right now with all the slavery that's happening right now mentally and social media? What are you doing? Because the shit that you ain't going through that, and you ain't even showing up for yourself now. So hush, be proud. Be proud to be black, be proud of your journey, be proud of your culture, be proud of your heroes, be proud of the pioneers. And then you can actually grow to be something.